Hello, everybody. Today I want to discuss the fact that Black Panther was nominated for Best Picture. I'm going to be reading from an article, or I'm going to get sources from an article titled Black Panther Nominated for Best Picture, written by Rosie Knight of Esquire.com on January 23rd, 2019. The very first line of this article almost 100% summarizes the entire point that I want to make today, and that is the fact that it is surreal to be a comic book fan. The reason that this is important is because this is the very first ever comic book movie to be nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards, and that is significant because a movie such as The Dark Knight, one of the most famous comic book movies of all time, was not even nominated. In fact, The Dark Knight was the reason, allegedly, that the Academy Awards rose their possible nominations from 5 to 10. And this year, in 2018, well, from the movies from 2018 of the 2019 Oscars, Black Panther is nominated. And this is important because not only is this significant for the geek and the nerd cultures, the comic book cultures, but also for the African American culture. This is a predominantly African American cast, and it was directed by an African American director, Ryan Coogler. This is very important because this is important today because it shows progression in comparison to the world as a whole, and with everything that is going on in the world. Not only are we appreciating and respecting comic book movies, but we are also able to respect and appreciate African American filmmakers and films done by and for the African American people. This is significant for literally Africans because the story of Black Panther takes place in Wakanda, which is a fictional African country, and that is beautiful because it gives somebody for the African American people to look up to, look at, similar to as the Caucasians have Superman or Batman. Now African Americans have Black Panther, and that is beautiful. It shows that we can all unite together and love comic book movies, both on a respectful level, clearly with the Oscars, and also on a fan level because this just has everything that you need: the fighting, the action, and all that stuff. So Black Panther being nominated for Best Picture is surreal, similar to what Rosie Knight said, because it is change in movies, it is change in people of Americans nominating an African American movie, and it is also change in us as film lovers because this is a comic book movie. It is fantasy. Before that, we had Return of the King from The Lord of the Rings, and that was in 2003, so that was 15 years ago. So it's taken 15 years since the actual nomination of a movie similar to this, and it has been 10 years since the last discussion of a serious contender in The Dark Knight. Black Panther is nominated for Best Picture. It has a legitimate chance to win, and that is progress for America, progress for the Academy, and progress for us as film lovers.